we have author and blog writer and autism mom, Kym Grosso, with us on Skype. Kym, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thanks.
Kym, I'm so glad that you're here. You know, your blog came to my attention over the weekend because everybody was sharing this wonderful blog, 5 Reasons Why Autism Moms Rock. Have to say, I saw the title and I was like, well, I need to read that. Of course, I want to know why. I have my opinions about why we all rock, but I wanted to read. And it's a lovely, lovely blog.
Thank you.
And, you know, and in a second, I want to go over some of the things that you say in the blog, but I loved the blog, and it was on Psychology Today. Is that correct?
Yes.
But
yes.
it said that you had another blog, Autism in Real Life, that was the core blog. So I went to that and saw that you are very prolific and an autism mom, and that you're also an author, that you have a new book.
Yes.
Well, we have to talk about that. I mean, I want to tell us about, because I think this is wonderful. Tell us about the new book.
Kate's Dark Embrace is a paranormal romance that's with vampires, werewolves, definitely for adults.
Okay.
And Luca's book is coming out. Another character is coming out in a few weeks. So his book's coming out in a few weeks, and I love to read, and I really wanted to write an autism book, and I actually had started writing one a real long time ago, but I just couldn't seem to put it together, and I had been doing a lot of reading and just decided I was going to try my hand at writing fiction.
Well, so I think this is brilliant because we see so many parents who are out there that are brilliant with words. I don't know what it is. There are a lot of autism parents that are brilliant with words. I'm always amazed by that. And a lot of them are writing books about autism, and that's wonderful. But I love the fact that wasn't, you write great blogs about autism and you're a wonderful autism advocate, but I love the fact that you found something else to do, because it can't always be about autism. It can't be. So I love that. And we want to encourage people, if you need something to read, because we all need to take a vacation from autism at some point. I'm certainly going to check it out. And I said to you during the break, you're my hero. I want to write a fiction book. This sounds, how much fun is this? A romance with vampires. First of all, it's productive, and I hope you make a ton of money doing it.
Thank you.
And all autism parents have to find a way to make extra money, but I'm imagining it was a mental vacation for you in a lot of ways.
Definitely. And I mean, I think that, you know, what happens with a lot of autism parents is like me. I was, you know, when my son was diagnosed, I was in the corporate world. You know, I was working a really serious job, and it just got to the point after his diagnosis, probably by the time he was like 5 or 6, I could not work full time anymore and take care of all the things that he needed to do.
Yeah.
And probably, like, I would say maybe 3 or 4 years later, 5 years, something like that, that's when I started the blog. And the blogging, you know, is great, but I think that, you know, having the book or writing even about autism, if you wanted to, some people write autism books and they donate the money. I mean, it's kind of a way, if you want to write fiction, that it's possible to make money if you get lucky.
Yes.
Started as an indie writer, but I'm just getting started, and it's exciting. And there's a lot of great authors out there that I've been lucky to, you know, come in contact with, and we all try and help each other. So I think it's great if moms can find something else that they can do that also fits with the demands of raising an autistic child.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly.
It's very difficult in the beginning.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's absolutely brilliant. Tell us the name of both the books again, and can we get them on Amazon?
Yes, they're on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and all romance books. They're Kate's Dark Embrace is the first book, and in a couple of weeks, Luca's Magic Embrace is coming out, and like I said, they are on the adult side, so
Okay.
not young adult books, but they're a good beach read.
Okay, wonderful. We all need those. So let's talk about this blog, 5 Reasons Why Autism Moms Rock. What inspired this?
Really, I was writing it for Mother's Day, and actually a lot of my writing now is on the Psychology Today blog. When I write about autism. So that one I was trying to write for Mother's Day, but of course, and I was reading it over again last night because it's been a while since I read it. And I noticed my ending, it didn't come out on Mother's Day because May is like such a hard month at the end of the year with like a million things you have to do for school. So of course it didn't come out for there, but it really was for Mother's Day when I wrote that article. And I just have so many, I mean, like I said, my son's 15 years old now. So I've been at this since he was 2.5. And I have a lot of support within local autism support groups here, and then people you meet on the internet too, mostly of my local autism support group. And then also there's a lot of kids with autism in my son's typical school. They're all at school together. And I'm just amazed by moms, how strong they are. They all take on different causes, you know. Sometimes they agree, sometimes they don't agree. But, and it's moms and dads, but since this was for Mother's Day, it was a mom's article. They're just very devoted, caring parents. You're all in. Yeah. Almost 100% of the time, trying to help your kids in every way you can.
Yeah, and I love it. I'm going to go really quickly through the different things and have you comment on them. The first one is, the 5 reasons is, you are fierce. and I think, we all kind of laugh at that because I've seen that little button about, don't mess with me, I'm an autism mom. I've been to IEPs. And we have to be fierce. One of the women who co-hosts one of the segments here with us is Nancy Alspaugh Jackson, and she recently had on her wrist tattooed warrior to remind herself. And I love that because we've had to be, right?
It's true. I mean, I think for me personally, well, it's a lot of times it's a challenge to get services for our kids. It's not easy, and everybody, has their own challenges, whether it's, folks who are trying to approach this in a autism in a biomed way. I know a lot of moms identify being a warrior that way, or just for me personally, over the years, it's been fighting for services. It's just not an easy path. Yeah. And knowledge really helps, but then there's times where you just need to get an advocate to help you as well.
Yes, absolutely. Your second one is, you have strength within.
I guess this just goes back to when your child first gets diagnosed, sometimes it can be devastating. But I know for most of the moms that I know, they're just strong people within. And I'm sure they never said to themselves they knew how strong they were going to be. Yeah. It just comes from within. Absolutely. They are strong because they have to be.
I love
that's the way it is.
I agree. Your third one is, you are smart cookies. I love that.
I think that just goes to having to know, from the very beginning, you're trying to learn about medical aspects. You're trying to, understand what the doctors are telling you, and trying to also learn on your own and make your own decisions, because you have to be the leader of all these different people who are trying to help you with your child, whether it's the doctor, the speech therapist, the OT, the teacher. You need to be in charge of that team for your son, and the only way, or your daughter, and the only way you can do that is to be educated. You need to learn special ed law. You need, it's just, there's so many things you need to learn.
Yep, you hit the ground running. This one hits very home. You never take anything for granted. Number 4.
I just think that's that's one of the things, every little accomplishment we celebrate so much.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you celebrate it with your neurotypical children, but there's some things, some milestones that just end up being delayed. So when you have something happen so amazing, and I've had some amazing times over the years with Tyler where I'm just like, I never take it for granted because I never really know what's going to happen with him. And so when great things happen, we definitely celebrate them. But we don't take it for granted that it's just going to happen.
Absolutely.
No.
And your last one, no boundaries when it comes to love.
I think this goes for moms and dads. I mean, when you have a child and you're pregnant and you have all these dreams for this child you don't even know yet. And then, different things happen. You just love the child no matter what. You love the child no matter whether the child can, is potty trained or not potty trained. There are no limits. There are no conditions on it. And that's, I think that you don't really learn about those things about your child or yourself until you have a child with special needs.
Yeah. Well, Kym, love the blog, and you've got so many other great topics that you've written about. And if people go to autisminreallife.com, that's the right site, isn't it?
Yeah, and a lot of my articles right now are on psychologytoday.com under Autism in Real Life.
And they can get there, though, from your Autism in Real Life, and they can read more about the books and even click a link to be able to purchase the books from Autism in Real Life. So, because I think that's great, and I want to support you in that. And I'm gonna read the first one, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity to talk to you again soon. But I think you're wonderful. I think you are an autism mom that rocks, and I'm glad we're on the same team.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you. And we'll talk to you soon. But good luck with the new book coming out.
Thanks.
Thank you.